Hello, I hope you all are fine. Well, I'm fine too. So we are going to continue with our very first chapter of science series, which is the living world. And in last lecture, we've already talked about taxonomical age, right? And I told you how you can store some plants and animal in actual form. And we are going to talk about some of that how you can store them. Okay. So today we are going to talk about herbarium. What is it? Herbarium. Okay, now what is it? Herbs. Have you heard herbs? Yes. You can get an idea that it could be related to plant. Yes, it is. Okay. So whenever you are storing a plant, okay, so it is kind of a storehouse for what? Okay, of collected plant specimen, right? Plant, remember. Of course, we are going to study about animals too, but right now it is a collection of plant specimen. Now, what you have to see is that, okay, what is herbarium? Storehouse, collection of what? Plant specimen, right? But living or dead? I mean, either you can store a living plant or a dead plant, right? Here, you are going to store a dead plant or any plant part, you can say. Okay, let's just take a picture, and by that we are going to understand the whole concept of herbarium. So as you can see, this is an actual herbarium sheet. Okay, so this is kind of a, you can say, a paper, a special paper, okay, which is used for herbarium sheet. So you can call it as a herbarium sheet. Okay, now let me just repeat the whole what you can call a herbarium. Okay, it is a storehouse of collected plant specimen that are dried. Connect it with the picture, right? Plant specimen, yes, it is a plant specimen that are dried. Yes, it is in a very dry form. Pressed. Can you see it in a pressed way? Yes, they have actually pressed the whole plant, not the whole plant, I'm sorry. Okay, whatever they have collected the specimen, they have actually pressed it properly to this sheet. Okay, preserved, which is our ultimate motto, right? On sheets. Okay, so this is a whole, you can say, definition of a herbarium, that this is a storehouse of collected plants. Yes, this is only one plant specimen. There are many. Okay, that are dried. It is in a very dry form. Pressed. Yes, it is pressed, and preserved. You can say it is very, in very well mannered. It is preserved on sheet. Yes, on a herbarium sheet. So this is one sheet, herbarium sheet, and there are multiple sheets like this, and that whole house of this collected plant specimen is called as herbarium. Clear? Okay. Now, how they've arranged this sheet, for example, if I am going to arrange, I'll be like, oh, I'll put rose first, then I'll put, let's just say, orchids. Okay, I can't do that. Okay, that is not in my hand. How am I going to arrange this sheets? It depends on the universally accepted system. Yes, okay. So how they are going to arrange it? It is a universally accepted system. And you have to go by system. Okay, you cannot arrange sheet by your own way. Okay, so the arrangement is on the basis of universally accepted system. Okay, now let's just see how this herbarium sheet is prepared. Okay, first of all, there is a specimen which you have to take. Okay, so this is a specimen. Then you are going to dry it. Okay, for some time, so all the water content is removed. Pressed it on the sheet and then preserved it. How? Okay, so you're just gonna tape one tape here and put one tape over here. Okay, so it is not going to move much. when the technology is not that much advanced. In older days, they used to sew it, okay, with the help of thread and all. But now we do have this tapes, so we can just tape it up. Okay, this is the very first step you have to do. After that, okay, can you see this little box over here? Okay, so the second thing you have to do is you have to put a description. What you have to do? You have to put a description of what? Yours, mine? No, obviously about whatever you have put here. I mean, not each and all people are like who have studied botany, right? I can understand what plant is this. Some other botanists can understand what plant is this, but not all scientists. Like if you say zoologists cannot understand what plant is this. He came in the herbarium, how did he is going to know that this is a particular plant or whatever it is a medicine or what? So for that you have to put in description for a common people, right? Who don't know this botany so well, just to let them know the information about it, and obviously for the future purpose and for the classification purpose and all. So what are you going to put in the description now? See, first step, you do this, right? Second, you have to put the description. But what are the things which you are going to include in that description? That is also a main point. I mean, you cannot fill the whole slam book kind of thing of this, right? Slam books, yes. Okay. So first what you have to do is, you have to put a label. So this is a very good label which you have to put. Okay. And on that label, you have to provide all the information, okay? All the information which is needed. Okay? Okay, so what kind of information we are going to need? First of all, obviously, you have to put the name. Okay? Now, in name, we know there are two kind of name of this, right? There is a local name and the scientific name. You have to put both of it. Okay. Then you are going to write the date and the location, or you can say place, from where you have collected it. Okay. So it is going to be collection place and collection date. These are the things you have to write. Then you are going to write about their family. Okay. Of course, in scientific name, you have already mentioned the genus and species. We know that, right? But one more, like the upper region, upper class which you have to include is family. Okay, so what family they belong. And after that, you are going to write if you have collected it, and like you are a scientist and you have collected it, your name. So here it is going to be collector's name. Okay, and if any extra information you want to write, for example, it is a medical plant, okay, and all that extra things. So, see, these things are compulsory. The local name, scientific name, date, place, family name, and collector's name. Extra things you can add up on that. Okay, for example, as I say that you can write that it is a medical plant, or this is a plant which you can use in food preservatives and all. So you can write whatever the use must be. Okay. So this is kind of a repository for future use. I mean, why am I writing this much thing? Why am I storing this whole thing? Okay, and getting all the, writing all the information here for the future purpose. Okay, so it is kind of a repository for future purpose, right? And which is very important. Okay, so herbaria, you can call it as a herbaria. Okay, it's a kind of a quick referral system in taxonomical studies. Right, so the study is called as herbaria. Okay, so kind of a referral system. You can get all the reference about different plants and all from here, because obviously you have the whole record. I mean, see, if you have to find a word, what you are going to do? You are going to get a meaning of a word. You are going to go for a dictionary or a deep meaning, you are going to go for an encyclopedia, right? So this is exactly what kind of an encyclopedia for a plant, okay? Herbarium has all the different kind of plant specimens stored in this particular way, right? And all the information is written into it. And how they've arranged it, you have seen the libraries, right? How they've arranged the book in very good manner. Just like that, they've arranged all these sheets, okay, covered in a very proper manner by universally accepted system. Okay, and these are the things you have to write. Very easy, very easy. Okay, I'll suggest you to do the practical by your own. You just have to get a one sheet, or you can say a normal drawing paper. Like in normal way, you can take a normal drawing paper. Just take any plant specimen, okay, and stick them and write all the information you are getting. For example, on which date you have taken it, the local name and scientific name, or find it on Google, you see. The date, from which place you have taken it, their family, and your own name, okay. So this is how you can make your own herbarium sheet, okay, and I suggest you to do that so you'll never forget herbarium sheet in your life, okay. I've never forget since I've studied in 11th standard, and you may also not. So do this practical, and this is a very important question for 2 mark, I must say, and very easy too, so please do remember this. So I hope you get this. Here you are storing a dried, pressed, preserved plant, okay, on a sheet. But whatever we are going to study next, you are kind of storing a live plant, okay? So till then, stay tuned and be a science maniac. Bye.